scale of a god. In 2025, the world is obsessed with ChatGPT. But while you're asking AI to write an email, another entity has been quietly controlling your wallet for 35 years. Its name is Aladdin. $21.6 trillion. That is 7% of all financial assets on Earth. Aladdin is not just software, it is the operating system of global capitalism. It executes 250,000 trades every single day. Every second, it scans millions of news reports, satellite data, and even your social media posts to predict the future. You think you choose your stocks? You think you choose your home? No. Aladdin decided their value before you even woke up. Chapter 2. The $100 million humiliation. Every empire begins in the ashes of a failure. In 1986, Larry Fink was a rising star at First Boston. He was the father of mortgage-backed securities. But then, a single miscalculation on interest rates cost his firm $100 million in one quarter. Larry was fired in disgrace. But in that darkness, he realized one truth. The human brain is an obsolete tool for finance. He founded BlackRock with one goal: to build an X-ray for finance, a machine that sees what human eyes cannot. Aladdin started as a risk tool for bonds, but it had a unique gift. It knew how to learn. Chapter 3. The Algorithmic Heart. Julia and Monte Carlo narrator. Why is Aladdin faster than everyone else? The secret lies in a programming language called Julia. While other banks struggle with legacy code, Julia allows Aladdin to process macroeconomic models 11 times faster, and insurance models 1,000 times faster. Its deadliest weapon is the Monte Carlo simulation. Instead of guessing what will happen, Aladdin creates millions of hypothetical scenarios. What if a pandemic hits? What if a nuclear war breaks out? What if the Fed raises rates by 1%? It calculates the value at risk, VAR, for every single dollar. When the market shakes, Aladdin has already executed the plan from scenario 450 to 3-1 that it ran last night. Chapter 4. When the government kneels in 2008, the world's financial system was on fire. Washington had no idea where the toxic debt was hidden. They did the unthinkable, they called Larry Fink. The Fed handed BlackRock no-bid contracts to manage the toxic assets of Bear Stearns and AIG. Suddenly, a private company became the brain of the U.S. central bank. In 2020, the script repeated. During the pandemic, the Fed allowed BlackRock to use Aladdin to buy BlackRock's own ETFs using government money. Do you see the trap? BlackRock became the advisor, the executor, and the primary beneficiary. They became the fourth branch of government. Chapter 5. The Cantillon Effect. The AI of Inequality. Why do the rich get richer during every crisis? Meet the Cantillon Effect. New money doesn't fall from the sky evenly. It flows into the pockets of those closest to the money printer. Mega banks and funds powered by Aladdin. Narrator. Aladdin identifies these capital flows in milliseconds. They buy assets before the prices rise. By the time that money reaches your paycheck, inflation has already eaten your purchasing power. Aladdin doesn't create inflation, but it is the machine that allows the 1% to harvest the wealth of the 99%. Chapter 6. The Housing Nightmare. BlackRock versus Blackstone. There is a viral rumor that BlackRock is buying all the houses in America. The truth is more complex. Most of that anger belongs to Blackstone, a different giant. But don't breathe a sigh of relief just yet. BlackRock doesn't buy individual houses. They invest billions into mortgage-backed securities and build-for-rent projects. Instead of owning the house, they own the financial system that dictates who can afford one. Aladdin calculated that renting is more profitable than owning. The result? You are now competing for a home against an algorithm with infinite capital. Chapter 7. Aladdin Wealth. The robot behind your back. In 2025, Aladdin has infiltrated your 401k through Aladdin Wealth. Advisors at Morgan Stanley and UBS now use Aladdin's auto commentary to write your reports. The report you received looks personal, but it was generated by the same algorithm millions of others received. When everyone receives the same advice, true freedom of choice disappears. You are just a pawn in BlackRock's grand game. Chapter 8. BRICS and FINK'S warning. Aladdin is also a geopolitical prophet. BlackRock continuously monitors risks from China, Russia, and the rise of BRICS+. In 2025, Larry Fink issued a chilling warning. If the US doesn't control its $36 trillion debt, the dollar will lose its crown to Bitcoin or other digital assets. BlackRock isn't waiting. They launched the BUIDL fund to tokenize assets on the blockchain. They are preparing for a post-dollar world where Aladdin manages digital assets at the speed of light. Chapter 9. The digital black swan. The greatest risk isn't that Aladdin is too smart, it's that it is too alone. When 1/3 of the world's financial market relies on a single brain, a tiny bug in the Julia code could trigger a mass exodus. If Aladdin commands sell, thousands of other algorithms will sell simultaneously, creating a financial black hole. This is the systemic risk of homogeneity. We have become so dependent on Aladdin that we cannot turn it off without collapsing the world. Chapter 10. The final choice. We live in Aladdin's kingdom, a world where every move is predicted and every risk is managed by a heartless entity. But remember, this system runs on debt and fiat currency. Larry Fink calls gold and crypto assets of fear, but perhaps they are the only things Aladdin cannot fully control. Don't be a pawn, know the rules. In the next episode, we reveal the real owners of BlackRock. Who are they? And why do they want you to own nothing and be happy? Subscribe now. The next secret will change how you look at your wallet forever.